Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of A Lawyer Plays. The longest journey with me, Ryan, the gaming lawyer. Thank you for joining me once again. If you will recall, we've covered a lot of ground. We continue to cover a lot of ground. Things are moving along. I've been several episodes now without needing to consult a guide or do a high-speed montage, although I have been mini-stuck a few times. And now, pretty much more than any time up till now, we've got like a laundry list of different things to do. Normally it's sort of been one kind of objective at a time, but now we need, we got a map to deliver still. We got, let's see, we've got to go to the library, the archives outside of town here in Arcadia, and then there's the Yoda-like guy that does time backwards, and he's here in town somewhere. So those are the three things. And then at that archive place, there's just a ton of stuff we have to look up, like where to find the discs, where the Guardians, how to get to his door. I don't know. We had a very long conversation with this priest guy. Another one last episode. So I'm gonna. There's a lot to remember. I'm gonna try and just keep a mental note of where I need to go, and hopefully it'll all start seeming more mentally manageable. Let it suffice to say that there's a lot going on. So I'm gonna head out, leave the cathedral. I think step one is to see if we can find. We got this map to deliver. I feel bad because last time we were in Arcadia, we did the we had to find Brian Westhauser or whatever, and we found out where he was by getting a job to deliver a map to him. And then when we delivered the map, we ended up opening the world gate back to Stark and leaving. So we left this map merchant hanging. Okay, where was Bungalow? The inn. I'm gonna see if I can deliver this map to this lady now. Is her? I have the. There it is. Hey. Can I not give it to her? Do I just have to talk to her?
Excuse me?
Yes? Oh. It is you.
Wait a minute. I thought it was for her.
I'm looking for a guest of yours, Tunlayak.
The sailor? She is looking for work today, I'm afraid. With most of the ships moored to the docks for balance knows how long, it is difficult for sailors to find work.
Wait, so... Okay, so I guess it wasn't the innkeeper lady.
Do you know when Tunlayak is expected back?
I could not tell you, child, but from what I know of the ships in harbor, she will not find one that needs a navigator any time soon.
I think this is just gonna repeat.
Do you know when Tunlayak is expected?
I could not tell you, child, but from what I know of the ships in harbor...
Oh.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome, child.
I thought we were just gonna knock out a really quick objective here and just be like, yeah, you're just gonna swing by and drop off this map on our way to doing the real important stuff. But now this map drop-off is becoming like a thing in itself. I think maybe I'll run down to the docks and see if we can spot her down there. Anyone else? The instrument merchant. That's where I got the flute from, huh? Okay. Just gonna run. It's all very familiar territory out here. Same dudes hanging out over there, I think. I'm gonna check the big boat. Where that honorary sailor is. Who didn't like it when I said ahoy or whatever. I tried to use pirate talk at him. He didn't care for it. Hey. Hey. That's probably the one I'm looking for. Or is it just a random passerby.
It's the White Dragon, apparently the fastest vessel there ever was. Although I'm guessing that'll be kind of difficult to prove.
Alright.
Hello.
Uh-huh.
Bye.
Alright. You know what? There is the diary now. I keep forgetting. I was horrible about keeping up with this before. Okay, we did this already. I think I read that already. About being transported to a new world. We read that already. We read this already. Okay, I think this is new. Monday, I have no concept of what the Arcadian or Mercurian calendar is like, but at home it would be July 31st. Come to think of it, what year is it here? Anyway, not that... Oh wait, that's not really the reason I'm writing an entry in my diary. Tobias told me about a library where I may be able to find some answers. The library is at the Sentinel Enclave, just outside town. Is it enclave? I'm having a hard time with words today. And I'm supposed to speak with a minstrel named Yaren. He's the keeper of books, or something like that, which probably translates into the equivalent of a librarian. Alright. Well, you know what? I'm not going to bust my ass for this map delivery, because I went where I was supposed to go. No, I don't want the small pier. Well, I'll go to the small pier. Why not? Okay, that's enough. Just gonna go back to... Just gonna get the heck out of here. Until it becomes somehow urgent that I absolutely have to deliver this map. Which I'm sure it will eventually. And then we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. I'm sure it's going to be essential to find this lady at some point. But I've got other things. I'm not... There are other parts of the maze I can go down. Okay, the Enclave. First we're going to go visit the City Green. That's where the Yoda dude is. Wow, he's got a nice little... It's like a whole little private section of the city. The rest of it's so crowded and busy.
That's one mother of a plant. I wonder if it's a carnivore.
I don't know. I don't want to get too close, though. I don't trust it.
It looks to have been carved out of a large tree, but the texture of the house is more stone than bark.
It does have a stone-ish quality to it, doesn't it? Okay. Shall we,
It's a solid oak door.
Shall we open the door or knock? I don't know what'll happen. There's a big knocker right there. It's a knock. Use the knocker.
Enter, honored guest, and I would have been with you presently.
Like his messing up the time, his tenses.
Some of them look to be in English, but I know they're not. It's the Altung language Tobias told me about. The tongue of magic. Sounds a little disgusting, to be honest.
The tongue of magic. Ew. What else we got? What is a seat?
It's a nicely crafted bench.
It's a comfy chair. Oh, here he comes. Hey, buddy. He's very strange. Does he say something? You bowing?
Be welcome, stranger, to my abode.
Stranger? Don't you remember me? You invited me here.
Every moment we meet, and every moment we part. You are both stranger and friend, April Ryan.
I'm sorry, but could you try to be a little less obtuse this time? I have a hard time understanding half of what you say.
Adjust, April.
I will beg for your forgiveness, April Ryan. I had a hard time to make myself understood amongst other peoples. I will pull myself into this moment, difficult as it may be, so that we can communicate and so that you may understand. It is important that you understand, April Ryan, very important.
So he can be present tense when he wants to?
Who are you?
I am Abnaxus of the
It's like
Venar,
obnoxious.
ambassador to the Ireed Council in Marcuria. My people live far from here, and they do rarely visit your kind, and so I am their sole link to humans and Dolmari.
Why is that?
I alone among the Venar am able to focus on a particular moment and thread in time, and so to speak with those who flow with time, like you.
I'd kind of hate to see what the rest of his people are like, but yeah, I guess he's doing pretty well. It's probably as mind-bending for him to be in one moment as it is for me to conceive of him being in all of them simultaneously.
How do your people perceive time?
It is hard to explain. Any moment before this moment and any moment after is the same to me as this one. I have lived already, and I am yet to live. Do you understand me?
I think so, but how's that possible?
Everything is possible, April Ryan. There is magic, and there is science, and between the two, everything is possible.
I can remember this kind of bending my mind from before. This provoked a lot of thought, this concept, and I kind of got to think of it, like try to consider it like holding a book. Like a book can be an entire epic that could span generations. You can hold the thing in your hand and it's all in there at the same time. But I don't know, you still got to look at it one page at a time. Look at one place at a time. Anyways.
Can you see the future?
To me, every moment is the same. There is no future. I can relate moments you have yet to see, and I can unravel possible threads. But remember, the future I see may not be the one into which you walk. Moments and threads fluctuate, change. I can remember things that have never come to pass, and I have seen things that will never be.
So you can't tell the future.
I would see your possible futures, the likely threads among hundreds.
Just
If there
hundreds?
was not a veil in time, I would.
Veil.
What's this veil you keep talking about?
Somewhere ahead, in our path, there is a dark veil through which I cannot pass. Past which I cannot see. It is disconcerting to me to be blocked from the moments of my life.
How did this veil come to be?
It will be created in chaos, by chaos, to keep the future hidden. All threads converge on a single point here, beyond the veil, and this will happen only once. It is written.
Hey.
Written? Where?
In the archive at the
In the prophecy.
Enclave. Of course. Gotta go to I'm definitely going to the Enclave.
Tell me about the prophecies.
Words have been written by seers who can discern from all possible threads the threads that are certain to be woven. These words are the prophecies.
And what do the prophecies say?
Prophecies speak of a time when the balance will falter, weakened by the assault of chaos and its servants. The moment the veil falls is the moment of uncertainty. The balance may stand, the balance may fall. I cannot tell which it will be, and I cannot even see the possibilities, the threads extending from each fork. But the prophecies also speak of a savior, as the prophecies usually do.
That's me.
One who will bring order to chaos, only to release chaos on the innocent. One who will restore the balance, only to finally break it.
Oh, Lord.
That doesn't sound like a savior.
The word in my tongue is Kanang La. Literally translated, it means the small seed who grew to a tall tree.
Well done. Yeah, I do need some help with my quest, but you know what? Let's it's probably gonna be the rest of the damn episode. I'm gonna click this and there's gonna be 20 questions. At some point, I expect him to say, "In order to proceed, you must deliver a map to a mysterious sea lady."
Can I ask you a few questions?
Yes.
That was only 3. Yeah, I like his name, Abnaxis, because it sounds like obnoxious. It'll be easy to remember.
Could you tell me a little bit about yourself, Abnaxis?
Abnaxis.
Me? About myself? We, the Venar, are not good at speaking of ourselves. We always know who we are, and so we have no need to tell each other.
Well, are you married? Do you have kids? Or perhaps your people don't marry?
Yes, we do marry, and we always know who we are to be with, because our future is also our past, and so we also know our children, even though, according to your reckoning, they have yet to be born. My wife will be, the beautiful Abyanda. She lives by the Bay of Fire in the east. She gave birth to our 3 female children, Abratha, Abalexa, Abpalmana.
How long has it been since you last saw them?
I see them now, April Ryan. Do not forget I perceive time in a different manner from your kind.
Right.
I have given them your regards.
Of course.
Well, say hi to them for me.
Yeah. Why did you... Those are new questions.
Why did you come here to Marcuria?
I was chosen to be ambassador to Ireed when I showed a talent for seeing the flow of time from one point to the next. I was trained for a long time in locking myself into a single moment to communicate and understand your world. My people do not normally involve themselves with others, but the Veil has forced us to do so.
Yeah.
Why don't the Venar want to involve themselves with humans?
In the wrong hands, our knowledge is dangerous. To know of the possible fluctuating futures, this can be a weapon to some who flow with time. We cannot interfere with your time. We are not allowed.
Who says?
The balance, the guardian. The guardian watches not only the balance between worlds, but also the balance within. Time is in balance, and if this balance is upset, the guardian would know.
All right.
I
all
thought
right.
the Guardian was gone.
So he is, and that makes it even more crucial to my people that we preserve the balance and not upset it. Chaos is our enemy, April Ryan, and we do our part to keep it at bay, as do you.
Well, he's a good guy. Wow, okay. I was just saying there are just 3 questions, but this keeps on... It's like peeling the onion layers away. We're still on the first one.
Are you planning on ever going back to your people?
When we pass through the veil to the other side and time yet again opens up, I will return to my people. I look forward to that day. I miss my people, and it is hard to speak with your kind. It makes me tired.
I know what you mean. I'm a stranger here too.
You will bring us through the veil, April Ryan, and then we can both leave this place and go home.
Where is your home, Abnaxis?
Across the border mountains and north, to where the forests are evergreen, and where in winter the land turns white.
Wow. All right, moving on. Question number 2. Does he know Father Tobias?
Do you know Father Tobias?
Tobias is a faithful servant of the balance, and he is a good man. He leads the sentinel down a narrow path, but he never wavers. We are friends.
So, I can trust him?
Trust is a concept which often puzzles me.
Would be for them.
Amongst my people there is never distrust. We always know the truth. But amongst your people, amongst those who flow with time, trust is important, a fragile thing. But yes, I do think Tobias is to be trusted fully. I cannot see beyond the veil, but up to that point there is no thread in which he betrays your trust, April Ryan.
I had a feeling that Tobias was a decent guy. Okay, now I'm going to dig, do a little investigative journalism into Cortez.
Have you heard of a man named Cortez?
No, I have not. But that does not mean I do not know him. Names are often fleeting, April Ryan.
He's well, some have called him my mentor, others a nutcase. I'm not sure which it is, but I'm leaning towards the former.
Your mentor? He is a shifter as well?
No, I don't think so. He doesn't travel. Shift between Stark and Arcadia.
I do not see him in my life, April Ryan. I do not know him. Beyond the veil, perhaps, but not before.
Thanks, Abnaxus.
You are always welcome, April Ryan.
You could always just try doing the accent at him and be like, I look at the art, and the art speaks to your soul. And then he'd be like, oh yeah, that guy. All right. Now,
Can I ask you a few
we covered
questions?
this already, right? This is...
Yes.
Thanks, Abnaxus.
Okay, that's it. We don't need to click that right now.
You are always welcome, April Ryan.
Maybe later we'll have to click that again, but not right now. I need some help in my quest.
I need some help in my quest.
Yes, you did.
I did? And what did you answer?
That I will help you as much as I can, but in the end...
I'm on my own. I've heard that one before.
Oh, wow. Okay, come here. Hey. Okay. Well, let's just go in chronological order, then, eh? This is going to be the rest of the episode.
What do you know about dragons?
I do not know much about the kin, but I do know a little. Perhaps it will help you, perhaps not. The Draic kin came to this world a very, very long time ago, before the dawn of man, before the divide. The Venar had yet to learn to be outside time, and there were few other peoples on Earth. The kin played an important part in the divide, in separating magic from science, and in the founding of the Fathers, the Sentinel, to watch over the balance. It is said that after the divide of the 4 Draic kin that came to Earth, 2 went to Stark, and 2 to Arcadia.
Oh.
But that was a long time ago, 12,000 of your years. I do not know what has become of them since.
I wonder if Cortez is a Draken. Because things have suggested to me that he's been around for a very long time.
You don't know where I may find these Draken?
No, the white of the Draic kin, the mother, has, according to legend, been sighted. The tale of the silver spear of Gorimon speaks of the mother and her child. Though I think this is but a tale, and far from the truth.
The story is called The Silver Spear of Gorimon?
Oh, God, should I be writing all this down?
Yes, unfortunately, I do not have this book myself.
Oh, I bet I know where it is.
And I do not know of anyone who does.
I bet I know where it is. Wait, did I already ask it?
What about the other dragon, the other Draic kin?
Of the Draic kin, I only know of the mother, the white of the kin, although... I have heard tell of a god who fell from the sky into the ocean a great long time ago. but this may also be just a tale.
Okay. Oh, I see my journal's being filled out.
What else do you know about this god who fell from the sky?
Only what I have told you. Someone with greater knowledge of the ocean and the creatures that live beneath its surface may be able to tell you more.
The pirate. The sailor with the wooden pecker. Okay, this is... You can't answer any more about that.
Have you heard of a disc that works as a key to the Guardian's realm?
Yes, but very little. It has been spoken of in the I Read Council only recently, brought to attention by the Tyrant ambassador. He wished to know where it is kept.
Tyrant?
And what was the answer?
No one at the council knows or admitted to knowing, and the ambassador was asked to speak with the Sentinel, which he is unlikely to concede to. The Tyrant are allied with the Vanguard, and so are in political and ideological opposition with the Sentinel. I know Vestrum Tobias. He would not speak a word with the Tyrant, nor the Vanguard. Not unless it was to challenge their philosophies.
Ah, right.
So you don't know where I can find the disc?
No. Ask Vestrum Tobias.
Yeah, I know.
Do you know anything about a rift leading to the Guardian's realm?
I have heard speak of such a thing. I believe it was where the tower was built and the divide created. When the earth was one, it might still be open.
Any idea where it is?
I am afraid the Venar were never very involved in the affairs of the Sentinel, nor took any part in the divide except to agree to the necessity of it. We had little choice but to concede. We are a magical people. We need the balance, because we could not survive without magic.
Yeah, I believe that.
How would I go about fighting chaos?
You cannot fight chaos. It is not so simple. To oppose chaos, one must return order to that which has been affected by chaos, and thus reduce its powers. But this is not something everyone can do. Only those ordained by the balance can embark on such a dangerous task and survive.
Oh, shucks. All right. That's it, right?
That's about it for now.
I am glad I could be of assistance, April Ryan.
That's it.
Thanks for your hospitality, Obnaxus.
Goodbye. Blessings of the balance to you, April Ryan.
Yeah.
And may your journey have been a long and fruitful one.
Well, thank you, Obnaxus. Does he have any presents for me? Can I sit in the chair? Can I look in... Is it one of those things you can lift up? Oh. Now what? Okay, I was gonna say, am I stuck in this chair forever now? Alright, I guess I'm just leaving now. Gonna go to the Enclave, yes? Yes. We'll worry about delivering that map later. I still have a feeling that map's gonna be a problem. It's gonna be a problem. Alright, is that. And I'm just making sure I know all of our locations. What? I just want to look at it.
Some kind of sandstone, very malleable, but also very vulnerable to the elements. These cliffs probably have huge, naturally formed caves and tunnels.
This is the Enclave? Alright, let's go.
The dragon's mouth is pointing straight down at the middle of the floor.
Just walk in the floor.
It's a circular hollow about 20 centimeters across and about 5 centimeters deep.
They didn't tell me getting into the... Oh, downstairs, okay. Do I have anything in my bag of tricks, though, that I can make... Oops. I guess everything. I could put my ring on it. The ring... Well... Alright, I'll just go downstairs. I don't know if there's anything I can do with that now. It could just be decoration for all I know. It's like the Arcadia's version of, Arcadia's version of, what's his name? Flipper. Flipper's circular area where he gets access to all the information. I wonder if that's intentional. But I suddenly had a flashback to Flipper's little underground base.
It's one of the Sentinel Minstrel.
Well, he's the only one here, but I bet he's the one I need to find. There's stairs, though.
Oh, goodness me, I didn't hear you come in. By the way, you haven't seen Volume 6 of the Complete Annotated History of the Northlands, have you? I could have sworn it was here yesterday.
Sorry, no.
I guess someone else must have taken it. I try to tell them to write down what they borrow on the list, but they never listen. Only last week I spent 3 hours searching the entire enclave for the second scripture of the ballads, the scripture of song, before I realized that Vestrum Tobias was studying it back in the city.
Vestrum didn't write it down?
Now, such incidents could be avoided if only, and this applies to you too, young lady, people would sign out the books they borrow when they borrow them and sign them back in when they're done. Such a simple procedure. It shouldn't take more than a few seconds to jot down your name and the name of the book you borrow. True. It makes my job so much easier. Now, which book did you want me to find for you?
Okay. You know what? I think we're about 30 minutes, and this could turn into a long thing. So for now, I'm gonna tell him I'll see him later.
I'll see you later.
Yes, good.
And I think we're gonna wrap up this episode. We're gonna wrap up this episode because I don't want to. If this ends up being a 10-minute conversation or 15-minute conversation, I don't want to have to cut it out in the middle. I'm pretty sure we just hit 30 minutes. So I'd like to thank everybody for joining me once again in another episode of A Lawyer Plays The Longest Journey with me, Ryan the Gaming Lawyer. I hope you continue to enjoy the series as I am enjoying playing the game. And until next time, I hope everyone's doing well and take care. Bye-bye.